and I got a lot of push. And you want to talk about this a little bit. Is Usher in the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Usher in the Super Bowl. Halftime show. Um, does he have enough hits? My feeling is, I mean, Usher's been doing it for 25 years.
I
I gotta
agree.
believe that's enough hits to be in the Super Bowl.
Maybe I turned away from him, too early, but I think Usher had a couple really hot albums in my formative years. But I don't know, and I get it. I'm the target audience, right? We're who all the commercials are about. But I don't know if I'm feeling Usher for the Super Bowl. I really am not.
But I mean, but why? I mean, if the weekend can be in the Super Bowl, I mean, because to me, the Super Bowl is about you got to be in the conversation of being great for a long time. You can't just be hot for a year and then all of a sudden they throw you into the Super Bowl, which is what they did for the weekend. You're telling me that you think the weekend could be in the Super Bowl is more viable than Usher?
Absolutely, because the year the weekend was in it, they were trying to do this whole viral movement. He had a couple monster hits that, of course, the teenage girls were all over, and they were just trying to build on that traction. So I get why he was there. It didn't make for a great performance because he didn't have enough hits. Definitely didn't have a timeless enough catalog, but I get why he was there. I'm wondering if they're repeating that mistake. Does Usher have a timeless enough catalog? Are we all going to go back to 2001 and Confessions and yeah with Little John? I get it. I get
They,
it. I
I
loved it.
mean, they did it with Snoop Dogg. They did it with Dr. Dre. They did it with 50 Cent. Why can't
Stop,
you do that with Usher?
stop. That changed music. Usher is one of
Okay.
those guys
You talked
that
about
wrote.
catalog, not changing music. There have been plenty of people in the Super Bowl halftime show that haven't changed music.
What I'm saying is those were icons who changed the game. There's no disputing they deserve to be there, no matter how long or short their careers were.
Did 50 Cent change the game?
It was Dre. Dre got complete autonomy on who he could invite, and obviously, 50 was his guy. So
Mary J.
Usher,
Blige changed the game?
Mary J. Blige, absolutely. What's the
And if she
411?
can be in it, then Usher 1,000,000% can be in it.
Man, I tell you what, those of you guys out there in the comments, look up the career sales of Mary J. versus Usher. I
Yeah,
think I got
please.
Mary J. to win that
I
one.
hope they don't post it. I hope they don't post it because if they
I,
do, you're
I,
not going to be happy with that.
yeah,
I'm going to tell
yeah.
you right now,
We
you're
got
not going to be
haters out there
happy
talking
with
about
that.
let it
Usher,
burn. Let it
it
burn.
absolutely, I mean, let it burn.
Let it burn is going to
Usher,
be Mary J's got more sales than Usher. But I just don't think he can carry it. Guy's a great performer, great dancer, mediocre singer with a decent catalog that really resonates with I don't know, the 70s babies, whatever we are, whatever generation we are. Right. But
so,
I don't know.
so he can't sing. He's a good dancer, not a good entertainer, but somehow he got hired for the Super Bowl.
He's got a residency in Vegas. I'm not saying he's not a good entertainer. I'm saying his 14 minutes of hits. Am I going to be like, oh man, let me go back to Spotify right now and
Well,
favorite?
no, Chris, that's not what you're going to do. And I'm going to say this. Hopefully, my mom will probably be on here, but I don't care. If Usher is singing, you know what you're going to be doing, Daddy. You know what you're
Oh,
going to be
okay.
thinking.
Not
Yeah, buddy. It's
well.
going to
I
be
thought.
hey, hey, baby.
Okay, it's super awkward because I thought I was watching the Super Bowl at your house.
Oh, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but I see what you're trying to say. So you're saying there's going to be a lot of September babies next year,
There you go. That's what
October.
maybe that's what they're going for, Chris. Go live a little bit.
Okay.
Don't try to hold the man down. The man is great, a outstanding entertainer. And maybe that's what they're going for this rip.
Okay. All right.
I mean, the Super Bowl, it is what it is. And you got to mix it up a little bit. And it's too bad that they've done a lot of people. I'm just trying to think, Chris, who else is worthy? I mean, it would have been too much if they had Taylor Swift on. I know they asked her last year and she said no, but it would have been too much to have her be part of it this year with everything going on. I thought it'd been a perfect segue, but I don't think she herself would have allowed her to be used like that. It's one thing to be shown for 25 seconds in a 3-hour football game all that time. There's another thing for them to just blatantly use her because it would have been blatant at that point.
Yeah, she does. She doesn't need it with her
No.
concert selling out, her movie selling out. She doesn't need any of that. And I don't have any reason that she would go out and introduce Usher or duet with them at the end. No, there's no viable reason, you know.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm trying to get some of these comments here.
Man, is R.
So
Kelly allowed to make a phone call from jail at
I
halftime?
know. I'm like, what are we
I
doing?
tell you what, I tell you what, that'd be a banger though. You know, I mean, R. Kelly's never made a bad song, just made a bad call here or
But
there.
his voice has got to be gone, though. His voice has got to be gone by now. You know,
Nah,
I just have a feeling that R. Kelly's not being treated well. I'll go the PG route. He's not being treated well in prison
okay.
right now. I think he's got some voice issues. Let's just say that he's got some voice issues.
Well, you see D. Howard in the comments talking about Maroon 5 and Coldplay. Those are actually my favorite.
Horrible.
Those are my favorite Super Bowl halftimes.
Oh
When
my
they play
god.
somebody I don't know at all, it's time to go to the bathroom and get snacks because I know none of their hits. And I hate to say that, you know.
Well, there you go. They were horrible. That's
Yeah,
right.
you know, whenever it does that. I tell you what, my favorite Super Bowl still though is Shakira and J Lo. Am I right on that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not, I mean, I don't know one song they performed,
Well,
but
we
I
weren't
know that
looking for
nobody
songs.
got up to get another beer.
Yeah, we weren't paying attention for songs.
Nope,
We didn't.
absolutely not.
It could have just been, hey man, we're just gonna do this silent. This
Yep,
halftime silent. We don't need
yep,
nothing, and everybody would have stayed glued to the TV.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Audio could have gone out. People were still watching.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because like I said, I don't know if Shakira can actually sing, but I damn sure know that J Lo can't sing.
Yeah,
And who
Shakira can
cares?
sing. Buddy talking about everybody loved the J Lo and Shakira one, you know, and I think that is one of the best performances, Abel. And maybe I'm biased on that one.
Oh yeah, because they were dancing like they were in the strip joint.
Yeah, yeah. I
You
mean,
know,
that's
which
what I
is,
hear.
I
I've
mean,
never been.
I've never been because I
Right,
don't go to those kinds of places. That's not what
right.
I do with my life. I'm a better man than that. Um, and I know you frequent those, and that's okay. That's okay. I mean, you know, I'm still going to be your boy, but you know, they were dancing like they had been at a strip club. Like I said, I don't know because I just don't go to those type of places.
I mean, it's crazy when people try to cast judgment because the only way you can save somebody is if you go to where the water is the highest, the water's the deepest. So I do go in there and I try to rescue my fellow brothers. You know, half of them are in the comments. I try to get them out of there. Say, look,
Huh.
let's do better.
And I think the last time that you went, I think that's what I was trying to do to you. I was
Yeah.
trying to get you out of there and drag you out of there. And it took 3.5, 4 hours for me to get you out of there. But I finally got you out. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. But I finally got you out of there, you know.
Sometimes confession and repenting takes a little bit of time. But you know, to some of the points, the J Lo Shakira all time great. Michael was great. I
Prince.
thought the Rihanna was surprisingly average. You
Yeah.
know, I got super excited. Yeah, the people in the comments know that you were really trying to help me out of those gentlemen established. Thank you.
No,
Shout
I
out
was trying.
to
No,
Josh
I
and
actually
those
was.
guys.
I
Um,
don't get it. I mean,
yeah.
you know, I was trying to get you to go to Bible study with me the next morning. You didn't want to go. So it is
Hey,
what it is.
nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it.
But yeah,
Uh,
as far as performances, I mean, Rihanna's not really. I mean, is she that good? Now, first of all, she was pregnant,
right.
so you know that can slow you down a little bit. But as far as just performances, I think Madonna's was great. I think Prince's was great. Now, look,
Absolutely.
I'm partial to Michael Jackson. I don't
Right.
put anybody in any performance or anything as high as I put Michael Jackson on anything. I put him on another level from everybody.
Okay.
And then it's Michael Jackson and then everybody else. And that's
No,
for anything,
absolutely.
Chris.
Michael's the greatest entertainer of all time. But let's stop the comments right here. Everybody keeps saying Dre. I get it. I thought Dre's Super Bowl was amazing. But let's stop acting like that was one artist out there comparing to everything else. In the Dre Super Bowl, you got 5 or 6 platinum artists out there. It was
Correct.
a producer. I mean, yes, it was
Correct.
my favorite Super Bowl halftime. Art, you know, that's not even for discussion. But come on, that wasn't like that was one guy carrying it. It was Drake, Snoop, 50 Cent, I think Eminem, Mary J. Blige. Who else was on there?
We have
You know?
got a comment here from a guy named Mill. You might know him. I don't know. I don't know this guy. I don't want to know
Yeah.
this guy. But he
Stand up
says
guy
that
out of
Janet
Houston.
Jackson, but her
Yeah.
last performance in Houston left her exposed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Left her exposed. Yeah. First of all, me and Janet go way back. She was texting me back when I was in college, wanting to be my girlfriend, and I told her I have a girlfriend. I have no business talking to you. She sent me money. She sent
Yeah.
all these things, and I'm like, Janet, stop. Okay, enough's enough. And then she put on this performance to try to make me jealous.
Yeah.
And I admit, Chris, it made me a little mad. I was a little disappointed in her. She would stoop that low to get my attention. Pathetic.
Yeah. No,
Pathetic.
I mean, and every time you've told me about this, I mean, I'm just thankful that you didn't go down that road because you dodged a whole bunch of crazy, So
Yeah.
I'm glad you made the right call.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah, you're
we got a
right.
question from Mallory here. What artists we want to see in the future do the halftime show? I hate that you used it in there. He's got a long enough career and a long enough catalog. I don't know how you do a live performance. I'd love to see Future in the halftime performance. I know
Mm,
he's got he could bring out a collection of people he's performed with. You
absolutely
know,
not.
I think it'd be fantastic,
First of all, you've been to a rap show. How
right?
good is a rap show?
But Future is a freaking auto tune and beat guy, and we bring out all of the
No.
features he's been on.
We
And
want
I think it,
entertainment for the Super Bowl. You entertain me. And a rap show, a rap concert is horrific
man,
at
I don't
best.
know. I think I'd like look at there, look at there, look at the youth, look at the Goon Squad. Goon Squad finally got the t-shirts. But yeah, a few they would the kids would love it. I can't call them kids anymore. They would love it. And he also is, I mean, he's been out since 2011, 2012, and he's partnered with some of the biggest names. So do the same thing with him just doing some ad libs and babbling in the background, and I
Absolutely
think it'd be
right.
fire.
There's more entertainment value out there. I mean, just like the weekend. The weekend wanted everybody to be on drugs, and if you weren't, it was a horrible show. And Future is not an entertainer.
Okay.
That is
Okay.
not an entertainer. He can't be the halftime performer of the Super Bowl. When I think halftime performers of the Super Bowl, I think legends. You got to be at that going in that trajectory. Future
Okay.
is
I
not
mean,
that guy. He is
but you
never going to be that guy.
you got to kind of ride the wave, though, right? They're always trying to split. So you saw Celine Dion in the comments. That's what it used to be when we were growing up. It was
Okay.
always has been's music, right?
Celine Dion's has been?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Shout out to Haley for Little Wayne.
Oh,
Absolutely. I mean, we're talking about a guy who had 77 features in 1 year. Man, he has features with Kelly Rowland, Beyonce, Jay-Z. You could bring out everybody that Wayne has been on a track with. It'd be
now
hot.
here's a good comment from Darren Howard. Future's not paying for his own show. The man barely pays child support. He's
Yeah.
supposed to pay the NFL to be in the Super Bowl.
What,
Give me
what
a
kind of
break.
set?
Give me
What
a
kind of
break.
set would he need, Darren? All he needs is a couple styrofoam cups. I mean, he's just going out there and leaning. Come on now.
It's unbelievable. I just don't get it. Kid Rock.
Yeah, we got
Oh
people saying,
no.
yeah, no. I
Kid
mean,
Rock would start a riot. Yeah, maybe because they boo his ass off the damn stage.
yeah,
Get off the
but
stage.
that's the thing about it, though. You got all these artists that the NFL is going to try to ride that wave between, try to
They
catch
are.
somebody on their way up or that's viral. But everybody's got a pass now. The guy who just won a country music award, Jelly Roll, was a freaking meth addicted rapper 5 years ago. So like everybody that tunes into the other genre of music that's waiting for it to go back to rock and country would love it until he came out and performed his old stuff. So I think they've got to try to ride the wave of somebody with the, I don't know, was Post Malone, has he done it already? I feel like he has. Am I
No, he
wrong?
hasn't. No, no. And I don't
I mean,
think that Post Malone, while you'd get a certain demographic of people, which would be fine, Post Malone's not going to get the NFL what they want. He's not going to move the needle. You talked about an agenda for the NFL. Post Malone isn't moving that needle. It was different when it was Dr. Dre and everybody because that galvanized everybody. Everybody our age listened to Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. They all listened to
right?
that while we were growing up. Post Malone is not going to hit the same type of demographic because that age group it's just not. And not that I think he's bad because I don't, but it's not going to have the same type of demographic and the same kind of because I don't know anybody that didn't like the the Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre halftime show. I don't know. I mean, I haven't talked to anybody that didn't like that. You'd speak to a lot of people that didn't like Post Malone. A lot of people.
Well,
And
and
again,
I
I
think
wouldn't be one of them because I like him, but
right,
I
but
don't
I
think
think
that's
that
what the
when you look
NFL
at
is
these
going for.
guys, when you look at these guys, you just try to look at their Spotify top 5, top 10, and they're all features with other people. And he's got a pretty diverse feature set, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
the days of somebody getting up there and Garth Brooks in it are over, right? So it's
It
going
don't
to have
have
to
to
be.
be.
It is.
Doesn't
They
have to
don't
be.
have we don't have that level of artist. There's so much more content out there being consumed. Nobody's hot for that long. There's not an album we can sing cover to cover like we could
Yeah, but it's only
Mary J.
15
Blige,
minutes though.
huh?
It's only 15 minutes or 14 minutes. You don't
I
have to
know,
do it that long.
but you realize they mash up the songs. They don't play the whole thing. So 2 minutes
Correct.
and 14 minutes, you got to get 20 songs in there.
No.
You know?
Rihanna didn't have 20 songs.
No, but Rihanna just walked around. You got Rutledge saying Stapleton.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh,
So
Chris Stapleton, fantastic and a fantastic live performer. My problem with that, he doesn't have enough in his catalog with the energy for the halftime. The last thing they want is everybody nodding off or getting too far into the whiskey.
I got you. I got you. Let's see here.
Wow, we
There's
got
some
nobody.
other.
We got Beyonce. Sorry, do we need to skip past halftime?
Let's see. Do we need to skip past the halftime? No. Why? We can do whatever we want.
Oh, because I didn't know if I was running out of time because D. Howard is talking about Beyonce. Beyonce ain't gonna do that. Okay,
No.
Beyonce ain't rolling up the
Beyonce already
partition.
did it twice. So I don't know what you're talking about.
She ain't
And she
doing it
was
again.
outstanding twice.
I'm letting you know. Done that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she was outstanding twice.
Somebody take
So,
Rutledge's keyboard away.
oh, well, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna put stuff in there, we can't put it up on the screen, Rutledge. So come on, my man. Come on, my man. Be smarter. Be smarter, my man. But anyway, yeah, let's move on to
Hold on. We got one from April H here.
uh-oh.
A new kid, Boys to Men. Ooh, NSYNC and Paul Abdul collaboration. You know,
Oh,
you,
Jesus.
you had me at Paul Abdul. No
Oh,
collab needed.
Jesus.
Straight up. Now tell me.
And
April
again, you
cold-hearted
talked
snake for
about
that
now.
one.
You
You know.
just complained about people not being able to sing,
Yeah.
not being, and Paula Abdul somehow skips all of that.
First Laker girl. She got the choreography down. Straight up.
And
Now tell me, D.
she's
Straight up.
100
Now
years
tell me.
old, by the way, too. But
She's
I
what?
guess Dolly Parton was out there, at the Cowboys halftime at Thanksgiving doing her thing. So, but at
Yeah.
least Dolly Parton can actually sing. Paula Abdul could never, ever, ever sing. So no, she can't be part of
You
the
know
show.
what? You're
No.
a cold-hearted snake for saying that.
I am. I can be that. I can be that.
You guys
But
out there get what I'm getting at here.
no,
Rush to the comments. Those are all of Paula's top hits, guys. Cold-hearted snake. Straight up now tell me. Rush. Promise of a new day.
Okay.
Plenty of hits.
I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you get all of that out so we
Okay,
can move.
my bad.
I'm gonna
I'm
let
done
you
with
get
it
it
now.
all that Paula out. I don't want to
That's
say
the reason.
anything bad, so I'm
That's the
trying to be a
reason.
better man.
That's the reason this conversation goes so well because opposites attract. That's another one of yours. Okay, that's the last one, guys. That's the last one. I promise.
I want off this show. I want
I
off this
get it.
podcast.